Hello, everybody, and welcome to Kigali, Rwanda. This is the FIBA Women's AfroBasket 2023 and the opening game between Nigeria and Democratic Republic of Congo. Well, this is the lineup for today. Nigeria against Congo, then Mali, Uganda. The big showpiece game tonight hosts Rwanda taking on Cote d'Ivoire, and then the nightcap Cameroon and Mozambique. Well, hello everybody, I'm Jeff Taylor, and I'm excited to be joined by FIBA, the Nigeria international who's played in this tournament before and making her international basketball debut. Great to have you alongside me, Ife. Big moment for Nigeria today, big moment for you as well.
Yes, it is.
So, you know, opening day of a tournament like this, what's going through the minds of the players for both of these teams?
Well, Nigeria is a new team, new coach, so I'm very excited to see the skills that they have. Nigeria's DNA has usually been defense, to make their opponents off balance, off rhythm, making them rush their shots. So I think that that's something that Nigeria will always have. As far as Congo, they look like a big team.
Big physical team.
Yeah.
And clearly, you know, reputation-wise, Nigeria is, if not the best team in Africa. Certainly it has been really in recent times. You know, from a psychological factor, this Democratic Republic of Congo team maybe is thinking, God, we're really going to have to get a big result today to get a win against Nigeria. They're not thinking about maybe, you know, a lot of the veterans like yourself not there this summer. They're looking at the name on that shirt and they know it's going to be a big ask.
It is to play against the reigning champs. I know Congo is coming out here to, you know, fight to the end. They would have to stay focused for 40 minutes, limit turnovers, and, you know, play as a team to compete against the reigning champs, Nigeria.
So here we are, folks, the players running out on the court, and again, the top two teams in this competition will advance to the FIBA Women's Olympic Qualifying Tournament, so you always want to keep that in mind. The idea of playing at the Olympics, and I guess right now you don't even think about that. You're thinking about coming out and putting in a good performance. And Nigeria had been kind of up against it a little bit. They didn't have any friendly games in the build-up, so that's a disadvantage, I would think, for them.
Yeah, Nigeria. Yeah.
Whereas the Democratic Republic of Congo, they have had 4 warm-up games, including a game against Senegal here before. So perhaps from a chemistry standpoint and gelling and everything, they might have a slight advantage there over the Tigers.
Yeah, Congo was playing 2 qualifying games this series to get here, so they played a bit amount of time this summer together. So I definitely agree that they have that chemistry together more than Nigeria, but Nigeria is Nigeria, so we always play aggressive, or they always play aggressive, they're always ready to compete, and they never give up. So I think it's going to be a really good game, the first game of AfroBasket 2023, so I'm excited.
Well, while I was waiting for you yesterday, I think you were somewhere over the Atlantic or maybe just landing in Belgium, Brussels. I was watching Nigeria practice, and when they came out, they had the loud music. They were happy, they were bouncing, they were excited, and you know that expectations for them are let's go all the way. But again, we'll see how things start today. Opening day, always an interesting day at the FIBA Women's AfroBasket here in Rwanda. We're going to have a pause now for the playing of the national anthems of Congo and Nigeria.
Please remain standing for the national anthem of Nigeria. Thank you.
Well, we are looking at the referees, Eric Omondi, Otieno, Nadege, Zuzu, and Claudia Euba from Kenya, Cote d'Ivoire, and Angola. So they have the honor of doing the opening game today as organizers here dust off the cobwebs and get ready for what's going to be a big tournament. And again, stakes are very high. You know, you look at the Democratic Republic of Congo, and they haven't really been anywhere close to the level that Nigeria has been over the past several years. But again, you get a big win on opening day, and that can set the tone for a really good tournament.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Congo finished 6th in the 2019 AfroBasket tournament, so they weren't present in the 2021. So I know that they're excited to be here.
Gratia Nguz, Ketia Belu, Deborah Kaba, Cecile Nyoka, and Jeanette Futila, the starting 5 for the Congolese, coached by Shibango Sabwe. And there he is, dressed to impress, Coach Bellarmine, Shibango Sabwe, and also for him, it's a big challenge. You can see that he's got his game face on today. And Palace, Elizabeth Balogun, Ifanayu Okoro in the starting 5, Blessing Eziofor, and Adebola Adeyeye for Nigeria. And then coming off the bench, Okonkwo Abiola Ogoki, the captain, and Abosi Oluwayi and Musa and Taiwo. What do you think about Ogoki coming off the bench as the captain?
She's a veteran player. She's been here, played for the Nigerian national team for years now. So I think that her coming off the bench or even starting when.
A big moment for Rena Wakama as well, coming in as the head coach. Big shoes to fill following Coach Hewley. And, you know, her, I think probably hasn't been the ideal preparation for her. She won't be looking for excuses, but nevertheless, again, it's a big moment for her as well.
I think she's excited to be here. She's played in a tournament with the Nigerian national team, so for her to be the head coach now, a woman coach, I think they're all excited. This organization is excited for the new players, so we'll see what they do today.
Well, it's good to see the smile on the coach, so clearly easing the tension a little bit here. Both of these teams, again, we saw it's the first of 4 games today. And we'll go down to the bench and listen to some of the final words from the coaches of these teams.
Thank you.
Okay, so Nigeria, and again, it's a summer of transition. You're so used to seeing some different faces out there, including yourself, Ife. So it's Ife. So it's a kind of a step into the unknown for the Tigers.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to see what these new players have. The oldest player is Sarah, the captain, 33, and everybody else is under 26 years old. So this is a young, fresh team with fresh legs. And so I know they're all excited to represent Nigeria and wear that green and white.
That's it. Well, I couldn't have said it any better myself. And maybe, would you say, I know that watching this Congolese team, that this can be a big physical, strong team as well. So it's kind of like a powerful opener from that standpoint, from a physicality standpoint. See a lot of crashing the boards, a lot of aggressive defense, I would imagine, from both ends. Are we going to see Nigeria come out and press any today?
I mean, it's in our DNA to full court press and put the pressure on the opposing team. So we'll see. Congo is a big team right now, and they have big bodies. So I wonder if they're going to just pound the ball inside and see what they do.
So one last little team talk here for Nigeria before they come out, making sure everybody's on the same page. And Mukoso for Democratic Republic of Congo, number 11. We actually called her Cecile Nyoka, but some of the players have different names on their jerseys. And I'm not sure what this delay is with the referees. Okay, so they want to get something straight at the start. Looks like a second has gone off the clock for some reason. So I'm not sure they get that right. And we don't, for whatever reason, also on the clock, we don't have the rosters yet. So I think they've had some technical issues here at the start of this tournament. It has to be said, in this magnificent arena here in Kigali. I mean, you talk about state of the art. This feels like the place to be in African basketball. But that doesn't mean you can't have some technical issues from time to time. So hopefully these types of things are going to be sorted out. They do have the 10 minutes on the clock now. And I suppose this would be a slight distraction for you as a player if you're out there thinking, okay, I'm ready to go. Let's don't wait around any longer.
I'm sure they have jitters right now. It's the first game of AfroBasket 2023, so just the anticipation that they have right now. I know that they want to tip the ball up and play.
And just start playing and don't worry about anything else.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're in Rwanda, which is Central Africa, the land of 1,000 hills. There's the commissioner for today's game. Straightening things out, Eva. And again, some type of, I think it's all to do here in the BK Arena with this scoreboard. They just want to make sure that everybody's on the same page. Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Rwanda. This is the FIBA Women's AfroBasket 2023. The defending champions, Nigeria, getting the honors to open things up and taking on the Democratic Republic of Congo. And turn over here to start the game. So a chance for the Congolese, and already facing a little bit of full court pressure here.
Yeah, we talked about that in the beginning of while they were warming up, what kind of defense Nigeria will bring.
And the jump shot is off target from Kaba. Offensive rebound, but then a pass tapped. Belu tries to get it inside. Ball knocked out of bounds. I guess if you had Mutila, the captain, under there as well, number 15, you want to get her as many touches as possible. And Milano, she misses an offensive rebound, or excuse me, defensive rebound here for Nigeria. Quick pass up the floor and goes out of bounds off of Ejiofor.
I think we're going to expect to see that, how Nigeria runs the floor and how you just look up and pass the ball to the running post.
And another turnover. So it goes back over to Nigeria. And now foul out on the perimeter. Active, two active hands by Nguz. Gratia Nguz. Don't like to give away those cheap fouls that far away from the basket early.
Especially on a post player like Palace.
Yeah, you know she's not going to really hurt you out there.
She's not going to hurt you.
She's not you, Ify. You're looking to put it up as quickly as possible. Here's the pass, back outside. And a three-pointer is good. Boy, what a start for Balogun. So let's see how Democratic Republic of Congo answer, and they go down low, and Kaba scores.
I noticed that all the possession of Congo, the ball was going inside. They're emphasizing getting the ball inside.
And meanwhile, Nigeria just stroking it from deep, blessing Ejiofor. Well, I guess if you talk about the strength of this Congolese team, it probably would be their post players down low. And here they are again. And look at that, Kaba with a chance for a three-point play.
One thing about the Congo team, they are taking their time to look for their post players, whether they're rolling or posting up or getting that back screen pick to the post area. So I think that's their DNA, get the ball inside.
Yeah, it's not like Nigeria playing loosely down low, are they? I mean, it's but you make a commitment to getting those high percentage looks, and it's paying off, and especially for Kaba, who has scored all 5 points for Democratic Republic of Congo. Now it's Nigeria trying to get the touchdown low, but it goes off the hands of Adeyeye. And I suppose really if you're Congo, you like your start because you have gotten those good shots, whereas Nigeria, while they've hit those threes, you don't want to live by the three-pointers in this game. Here is a abandoning of the game plan. And now quickly up the floor as Agoke is checked into the game and gets it down low, and the miss from Adeyeye. Let's keep it at this end. And I think already you could see Coach for Nigeria, Wakama, over there talking to her starting guard, Balogun, about, or excuse me, who is it that went out, trying to make sure that she's on the same page. Here's a turnover. That was Palace that went out. So it'll stay at this end. Opening day of the FIBA Women's AfroBasket here in Kigali, Rwanda, the land of 1,000 hills. They're always going up and down in this place. And Nigeria again try to reclaim the lead.
Congo's in a zone right now. That's why Nigeria was able to get those open shots. So.
A little step back, that was a long two. Ball goes out of bounds. So Kwankwo is in the game. But they'd like to get her involved.
Yeah, that's a player you definitely want to watch. She was on the 2021 national team and the Olympic team. She's a very versatile player, so they should definitely be looking for her.
So that ball goes out of bounds, and Musa also is checked into the game for Nigeria. Okonkwo's wearing a face mask.
Yeah.
She catch an elbow in practice or something?
She actually caught an elbow in her team in Mexico. She came from Mexico. She was playing on the off season there. So she's good.
How much does that bother you as a player if you have to wear that?
I wore one actually in college, so it didn't bother me.
It makes you look so mean and fierce. Now, Kaba, and ball goes out of bounds. That was a rough-looking shot from Cecile Nayoka. And again, a little bit too much reaching and fouling there. And Balogun looks the part to me. She looks like a tough player for this Nigeria team.
Yeah, she also was there in the Olympic Games and in 2021 as well in AfroBasket.
Okonkwo, nice pass to Musa.
Pass.
Oh boy, Musa didn't finish under pressure from Kaba.
They have to look more of that high and low, especially in that zone.
Fatula almost shuffled her feet. Kaba turns, puts it up. Now Goke rebounds and runs.
You see how they run it? Oh, and
Musa didn't catch it cleanly. Goke outside to Okonkwo because she can knock down that shot. Not that time. And Musa active on the boards, just kind of missing that finishing touch right now. Yeah, you definitely see with Goke out there, she wants to push it as quickly as possible for Nigeria. Now Congolese get swatted.
here Sarah goes again, trying to push the break. Those silly turnovers from Nigeria. They have to capitalize on Congo's mistakes.
They got too many players on the court right now, Nigeria, and I don't think they realize it. We might get a technical. No, they're going to have to bring somebody out. Balogun's going to come out. That was close.
That's why you have to tap the player you're about to sub in for.
So Tomi Taiwo is into the game, number 23 for Nigeria. There's Kaba again. She's getting a lot of touches. And one too many passes. Musa on the break. Oh, she just decided to go all the way and misses the layup. I thought she should have given it up to the guard, but she was able to get to the rim. She just didn't finish.
Yeah.
And good defense offered by Nigeria, and right at the end, it was Okoro getting her hands up as well. So perhaps a little bit too patient for Longono.
You see Congo in that defense again. Oh,
Look at that sweet pass to Musa, who misses another layup. Boy, she's having a tough time under the basket. She just needs one to go in, I think.
she has to be poised and just takes her time.
Boy, that's a 5-point swing. The missed layup and the three-pointer at the other end. Okonkwo right at the elbow missing. And right now, Congolese giving Nigeria perhaps benefiting from some missed opportunities by the Nigerians. Here's Goke. She's not going to miss her layup. She goes in, goes to the left hand.
Yeah.
It's going to be the saving grace for Nigeria today, I think, is their defense.
Yes, it is. It's always their defense. They've been pressuring. They started the game full court pressing, so just to make Congo flustered, hands up, and just put that pressure on them.
Longono and just gets the front of the iron. And now a push off. Push called on number 8 for the Congo, and that's Isomi.
Musa goes out and Nicole Inabusi comes in. That's another big guard, big post player that is going to contribute to Nigeria.
The coach is really shuffling players in and out so far here at this in this first quarter for Nigeria.
Because Congo's in that zone, Nigeria has to look for that high post player, like right now, to shift the defense.
Oh, nice bounce pass. Look at him pass it around. Oh, boy, they had a good look that time.
That was good ball movement.
And then now it's the Congolese throwing it out of bounds. I think the coach is happy. They're trying to push it up the floor quickly, trying to stay upbeat with his players. Congo missing, and another rebound. So right now it's nip and tuck. Congolese leading by just 1. And shot no good, and a chance to run for Goke again. And she gets it down low, and the foul as Inabusi goes up for the shot, so she gets to the line. And it's pretty obvious to me that Nigeria want to quicken the tempo as much as possible, get up and down the floor.
Yeah, you see Sarah Goke pushing the ball up, trying to see who's leaking out with her in transition to get that easy bucket or open three-point shot.
So good development for Nigeria, getting to the free throw line and knotting the contest here at 8 apiece. And I suppose you would say this about most teams, but especially Nigeria, the more games they get in this tournament, the better they're going to be.
Definitely, especially building that chemistry with each other. So this is a great start for them. Nigeria putting that pressure against Congo, full court press. Yeah. Which leads to a turnover.
Yeah. And a bust on the break. And another 3. How about that? That looked like Nigeria basketball right there. And it's Tomi Taiwo showing her range.
Nigeria wants to play fast.
Dump down low. And it looked like there might have been some contact there on Abengo Isomi, but nothing was called.
It is time out for Nigeria women's basketball.
So timeout on the floor, and players head over to the benches. We'll be quiet, see if we can listen in. Well, if it feels like Nigeria's had kind of a rough start, but here they are leading by 4 points. Or maybe not rough is not the right word. They've struggled to gel, and but you know, against a Congolese team that's actually been okay. But I guess it's a good sign that Nigeria is on top here despite those struggles. And look at that defense. Wow.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I do think as the tournament goes on, Nigeria will build that chemistry as Congolese. They've been playing together all summer, getting ready and preparing. So it's just nice to see how it's 12-8 right now, and they're just finding their way.
Well, almost turning it over now quickly. Here comes Nigeria. Taiwo was looking for a little bit of space, and I think the Congolese don't want to give anything away, even out on the perimeter. University driving and is fouled. And right now, you can see that, again, the more time they have together, Nigeria is looking like they're starting to click. Balogun, meanwhile, comes back in.
I would definitely agree with that. Nigeria, when Congo is in that zone, just face up and just look for those gaps, those open players, shift the defense.
So he's Inabusi, good free throw shooter, making the first. We got people listening from all around the world, watching, especially in the States, watching this Nigeria team, even though it's early in the morning. People in Europe, people here in Africa. Exciting day, opening day, the FIBA Women's AfroBasket. And good D from Congo. They got a rush. Oh boy, this is going to be a long three attempt. And we'll step back right at the end from Taiwo.
Again, you see that full court press by Nigeria.
And this is encouraging again for Nigeria. They're really bothering this Congolese team. Longomo couldn't corral it. I mean, when you can take over a game with your defense, it's almost kind of like inevitable, isn't it?
Yeah.
The score is going to grow. 5-point lead. Taiwo, oh boy, she looks good, but she's got her feet set. Second three for her in the game. And great recovery defensively for Nigeria. Koro and Ibingo reaching over the back, getting the ball back, and boy, looked like that ball went off of Nigeria, but they're going to give it to the Congolese. Might they try to hold it for one shot here, trailing? And no, they do not. It travels, in fact. And the pressure from Nigeria has changed the game completely. Watch Shinny also in the game now for Congo. Balogun and just might have grazed the outside of the net, but the question here is if Nigeria pick up full court, is this Democratic Republic of Congo team going to be able to even get to midcourt? Longono. She has to launch it, and she is not going to get a chance, and right now it is Nigeria riding that strong, intense defense that they're famous for, leading 16-8 at the end of the first quarter here at the FIBA Women's AfroBasket against the Democratic Republic of Congo. 16-8, the Tigers off to a good start here at the FIBA Women's AfroBasket. So Ife, you can see 3 of 8 from deep from Nigeria, just 1 of 4 for Congo. And look at that, 2 of 14. I mean, neither team's shooting it well inside the arc.
Yeah, but Congo is making an effort to get the ball inside of the paint. So I think they have big bodies, and It's just those easy touches. They're getting there just like Nigeria. You saw Musa going for the layups, missed 3 layups, so
but
just taking her time.
If you're a fan of the Congolese right now, as we look at the highlights from the first quarter, it doesn't look good, does it? Because in no way, shape, or form does it look like they're able to react against this pressure.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree with that.
And what are you thinking is the key for this Democratic Republic of Congo team to try to break this pressure? Where are they going wrong?
Just to take their time. Nigeria wants them to rush. So if they just take their time, look for the open person, shot fake, pass fake, just to get the ball down the court, and then set up in their offense. Just take your time. There's no rush, even though that's what Nigeria wants them to do is rush. But if they just take their time, they can get those easy shots that they are getting in the paint. They just need to finish.
Well, you know they had to be anticipating that they would face some pressure from Nigeria because that's,
yes.
That's the staple of their team. So it's not like this has come as any surprise. I mean,
exactly.
We talked about the changes on the roster for Nigeria, and even on the coaching staff, but same old, same old. Hey, folks, get courtside at 1891 in your smartphone. Download the app by scanning in that barcode, and you will not regret it. Everything at your fingertips to watch this great competition that my colleague here, FIBA, got to play in. How many times was it?
2.
2 times. 2019, I watched you, and then you played in Cameroon. So I saw you in Dakar, and 2 titles.
Yeah.
Not bad. Now we got an issue over here behind the commissioner's table. The clock has not started is the problem. So there's definitely some technical issues here at the start of this, and I'm guessing that the referees are going to say take this clock down to about 9:40 or something like that. But as we wait, and I was telling you, as you were traveling yesterday.
Yeah.
And I mean, just as some advice here, from, having done this for a while, you might want to get here a little bit earlier next time at 2 a.m. I know that was out of your control.
Out of my control.
but there was a real bounce in the step of Nigeria as they came out. They were enjoying each other's company. They were confident. They were coming out, and it seemed like they had the right mental, approach the day before the tournament. They were having some struggles early on. Now, I think what we're going to do is we're going to start the game without the clock.
Oh, no.
Okay, so no, it looks like they're just going to start it over. So they're just going to wipe away the opening that we just saw, and hopefully that won't happen again. And Kwankwo misses the layup, gets it back. See how you can see this Nigeria team trying to play fast, and they end up benefiting from that miss because Agoke gets the three-pointer. Oh, boy, quickly, and Lila missing. She did everything she needed to get the layup.
That was a good attack from her. Try to spark something.
There's Agoke. She's made a real difference. You can see her experience out there. And stroke, boy, nice stroke from number 22. Blessing Ejiofor. DR Congo come right back and miss. And this thing could start to get out of hand for the DR Congo, but Nigeria turned it over. I think Agoke was expecting her to be in the corner.
Yeah, I think Congo just needs to take their time. There's no rush. Get the ball up the court. Set your players up and just look for the open man. They're going inside, and their post players have to continually be aggressive and be strong taking that contact because they're getting those easy looks.
Well, I don't think it's going to get any easier in their next game against Egypt, this Congolese team. So they need to really start finding some rhythm, find some patience. Foul called on Nigeria. Got 4 3-team groups, so Egypt do not actually play their first game until they take on the DR Congo. That'll be tomorrow.
Yeah.
And is that beneficial for them, do you think, or?
Well, they're sitting here watching the game
to
scout both teams to be prepared. So that is a team that I'm really looking forward to seeing.
Yeah, I think so. I think they're going to be good. And Soraya, obviously the captain, one of the top players, and also some exciting talents from the Under-19 World Cup. One of them, coach's daughter's supposed to be here, but she ruptured her Achilles, unfortunately, so she's going to be on the sidelines.
Yeah.
She's back playing for University of Connecticut now. Alafi, and now. So offensive foul called on DR Congo, giving it back. And that was on number 12, Mwadi. Okay. 50 move, dribbling. Adeyeye open. Feet set and short. So I think they're talking about, did it actually, who did it go off? They're going to say it's DR Congo ball, but just with 5 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Agoke, gets on the baseline. Oh, she is fouled on the arm. You don't want to foul that late in the shot clock, but.
Yeah, Congo's losing their momentum.
Yeah, down 13, 2 minutes into the second quarter. It kind of feels like now or never time for them.
Yeah.
Because Nigeria just kind of putting more and more pressure on them on both ends of the floor.
How Congo came out in the beginning of the game is how they should consistently be. They were putting the ball inside, facing up, attacking the basket. Now they've settled for three-point shots because of Nigeria's defense. And
Nigeria had found some mojo on this end of the floor. Agoke at the line, making just 1 or 2, but look at that. Palace with the rebound, but Agoke stepped out of bounds. Excuse me, is that Palace with the rebound? Or?
Yeah, you were right. Palace got the rebound. But both teams will continue to get better as the tournament progresses. How they read the game, how they read their opponents, how they even read their teammates. So.
Well, this is the story right here. Can they beat the pressure? They do this time. Mbelu all the way down, and offensive foul. Well, that's a tough break for Congo. They did the hard work. It showed what happens when you beat the press. You might get a layup, but they still came away empty.
Again, Congo's in the zone.
I thought she committed a foul, but she must have stepped out of bounds because they haven't put it up on the scoreboard who that foul was on. Balogun missing it from deep. Agoke powering her way and not taking no for an answer is Adeyeye, and Nigeria just stick with it and commit the foul. So Nigeria will play today. They'll have the day off tomorrow. And maybe that's the most ideal scenario, isn't it?
Yeah. To have that.
Instead of having to play 2 games in a row like the Congo. And Belu gets rid of it. Well, that's always going to be a tough make right there for Wachini.
Palace is on the board.
Balogun, she gets blocked.
I think it's a lot of first-time jitters for both teams right now, just to get it out the way. A lot of easy mistakes on both ends.
So coming back into the game, Inabosi for Adeyeye. Also coming back in, coming in for Goke is number 9 for Nigeria, Okoro. Balogun wide open, and boy, you don't get the rebound like that, you're going to pay the price. And somehow the Congo got away without giving up a layup. I think Nigeria must have missed 10 layups today. Kaba spins, turns, misses everything. Congo have not scored in a very long time.
Yeah.
Haven't scored in this quarter. Well, Nigeria, when these two teams met back in 2019, they just rolled to a 23-point victory and beat them in 2017 as well by a big number, almost 40 points. And I think DR Congo had other ideas about coming into this one because of the change in playing staff, but so far this thing is not going well for DR Congo. They've just basically ground to a halt offensively. Palace skip pass, 3-pointer, and Coro missing everything right at the end of the shot clock. Does feel like from an execution standpoint, Nigeria are doing pretty well. They're just not finishing it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I would agree. I think they've ran the same play 4 times, and they're getting their spots down correct. It's just they have to make their shots, whether it's their layups or open shots.
Well, the bump, and the ball goes out of bounds, fumbled away by number 5, Gratia Ingus. So again, Nigeria, you can see, feeling like they want to open up a big lead here in this first half. Really kind of flex their muscles, so to speak, but instead, Inabosi turns it over. Oh boy,
Congo's
slippery. And finally, somehow they come away. They come away with points. Ingus. Boy, Inabosi's bound and determined to get her shots off down low, isn't she?
Yeah, she is.
You must have enjoyed playing against her in practice.
I did. She actually, we were guarding each other. Very physical player, very versatile. Always looking to face the basket, take you one-on-one. So that's good that she is actually doing that right now.
Well, here she is taking her time making the first. Definitely has had a good start to this FIBA Women's AfroBasket.
She's the only person that has gone to the free throw line for Nigeria.
Goke went, I think, maybe in the second quarter? Possibly?
Possibly.
So Enobosi takes and now quickly again up the floor, and that's kind of the plan for them now, is they want to beat them down the floor, and it's Gracia Ingus making the free throw, or the three-pointer. Look at the pressure. They were ready. And again, they're crashing the boards. DR Congo, and they get it back.
Congo needs to play at their own rhythm and not the rhythm of Nigeria. If they could just get it across half court, set it up, set good screens, they can get that open shots like how they were in the beginning of the game.
Yeah, it feels like, as we look at the replay here on that, so it feels like because this pressure is so great from Nigeria that they just decided they want to get it. They've got opportunities to score if they can beat the press. But sometimes you got to slow it up, like you say. Longono. And Longono has struggled here today, turning it over.
It's that defense of Nigeria. It makes you second guess what you want to do, where you want to go.
Nigeria putting the pressure on again. Enobosi down to Palace. Palace is able to finish. Kaba. Oh, boy. She saw the layup, and Nigeria having none of it. Big blessing, Ejiofor said, not in this house.
Even though she got her shot block, it's the fact that she was aggressive to the basket. She's picking up what she was doing in the beginning of the game.
Drive, and oh boy, that was a solid move by Cecile Nyoka. Enobosi just inside the line, long rebound. If the ball is there to be had, she's going to get it, isn't she? She is strong. Shot clock winding out. And good aggressive play right at the end of the shot clock by Taiwo. Well, first time for Taiwo. Here she is at the free throw line. First time for you, Ify. Are you ready to continue, or you just want to call it a day? You enjoying yourself?
I'm enjoying myself a lot. I'm so much into this game.
You haven't even gotten the popcorn yet. It's only going to get better.
Only going to get better.
Ball goes out of bounds. You would think right now that Nigeria have to be pleased, but still they do have some struggles offensively. That
I just think that it will come with time as they continue to practice, as they continue to play these games. They'll build that chemistry throughout the tournament.
Oh, Kaba this time being blocked by Enobosi. Oh no, excuse me, was that? Yeah, it was Enobosi.
Yes.
Got a couple of rim protectors in the game right now. Here's Taiwo. Look at Palace getting up there for the rebound. And the ball goes out of bounds, and good aggressive play. Well, in fairness to DR Congo, I mean, it was starting to go head south, out of control with that press, but it's only a 12-point deficit for them right now. So if they can kind of manufacture something here at the end of this first half, build a little bit of momentum. So here they are in the half court. Passing it around to Kete in the game. And she draws the foul, so good move. And good things do tend to happen for this team when they attack the basket. Okay, they've had a couple shots blocked, but
when they attack the basket and they take their time, good things have happened, whether they got the foul or they got a shot up. So they have to continue to just know that in their mind, like attack the basket and just go at their pace.
so Kete is at the line and she can get it down to 10. Are you thinking about the score too much while you're out there at this stage if you're a player?
No.
Not feeling any desperation if you're Congo?
No. For me, no. Maybe
you just play.
I just play, and then there's halftime where you can regroup, and obviously the coach comes in, says what they need to correct and do better, and then you bring that to life and execute in the third quarter. So
here they are passing it, and there is a nice-looking jump shot. Doesn't go, and again, a chance now to run, but great hustle back for Nigeria's Okoro.
I love her last name.
Okoro?
Yeah, it's my first name.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh. Turn and the air ball and a chance for Nigeria again, up 10. That was a good opportunity for the Congo. And grab on the arm. So Nigeria are going to inbound it. No, 2 free throws. So going to the free throw line is Ifunanya Okoro.
First name, actually. It means God's love, by the way.
I was trying to figure that out. I said Okoro.
Yes.
First name. I was like, all right,
my first name and her first name are the same, so yeah. My bad.
Do you call her Ify as well?
No, Ifunanya.
Well, she stretches the lead to 12. And steal.
Still.
And here she comes again. And almost a chance for a three-point play, but great example of getting the offense from the defense and more free throws.
Nice move. She started out the free throw line, came back on defense, got the steal, and then did that little Euro step, and now she's back on the free throw line.
So 132 remaining, and just DR Congo needing something good to happen here. It just feels like a real uphill climb for them right now. Well, that was a good development for them, and 2 missed free throws. So they catch a break, trailing by 12. Again, they get it down low, and good job, Ikete. So for the second time now, she goes to the free throw line.
You see here Congo putting the ball in the post where they thrive. And then Palace fouled him, so.
So Mokoso is going to go out of the game, and checking in is Watchini for the second time. And Ikete at the free throw line, and free throw game always important, and we're seeing it from this player right here. She can get to the free throw line. She can do some damage, and she cuts it back to a 10-point deficit.
It is time out for Nigeria women's basketball.
Okay, timeout on the court. Let's go down to the bench and listen.
So now this is what I want to see. How does your forward go to the short corner, okay? Guards are exchanging, so you exchange if you want, okay? Say if we go, say if the ball goes inside, 5 needs to dive hard, okay? So you guys are working on a triangle, okay? If you go out here, the 4 is high. The 4 and 5 are in a triangle, working around. You guys are exchanging inside and out, okay? Let's go, let's go. Here we go, ladies.
Scanning the barcode to get courtside 1891. To look at video streams of these games at the FIBA Women's AfroBasket and all other international basketball events. Have it at your fingertips. So Nigeria coming out of the timeout, up by 10 points. And good job, Longono, tying up Nigeria, tying up Adeyeye. So they get it back. And maybe a chance for a little bit of a run here for DR Congo.
Hopefully they come out and execute what the coach said during the timeout.
Ikete, boy, this time she doesn't drive. She puts up the 3. And she says, sorry, coach.
Yeah, she knows. You know when you say sorry.
You should have driven.
Yeah, or made an extra pass.
Extra pass, yep.
They're still in that zone.
Oh, the drive. Nigeria pass it. And a Bussy beats it. Good job. Rebound and a chance to get up the floor, but Enebose just reaches up and brings it down.
I like the effort of Congo trying to push the pace. They're trying to make something happen. It's just not in their favor at this moment.
Coro. Nigeria driving and being fouled is Ejiofor. So, again, the turnovers have been a problem in this game, especially for DR Congo. 15 turnovers. And we've got a player that's down for DR Congo, so we'll see if we're going to make a substitution here. So hopefully she's going to be all right. They're going to dry up the moisture here with just 15.1 seconds to go, and Nigeria with an opportunity to stretch their lead. Ejiofor at the line. Well, from a free throw standpoint, Nigeria have left a lot of points out there, shooting in the 50s now, 8 of 15. And makes 1 of 2, so final possession here. You don't want to give Nigeria a chance to score.
Yeah.
Oh, good defense from behind from Ejiofor. And the jump ball possession arrow favors Nigeria, so they will have a chance.
4.3 seconds on the clock.
Well, they're trying to do the right thing there. It's just good defense, I guess, from reaching from behind.
Let's see.
So what's the play here? They inbound it, and Okoro, she needs to launch it, and doesn't get it off in time. So at the end of the first half, Nigeria haven't been perfect, but it's day 1, and they've shown us something here. They're on top 29-18 over DR Congo. Let's have a look at some of these stats. If anything jump out at you?
Just the Congo's getting the ball in the paint. They're just not capitalizing on that. And the free throws for Nigeria, they're getting to the free throw line, they're attacking the basket, and Congo's fouling.
16 turnovers as well.
Yes, they have 16 turnovers and Nigeria 10. So they just need to tighten up on that and just take care of the ball.
And Taiwo has been a pleasant surprise, hasn't she? Bringing a little bit of perimeter game. Agoke looked the business at G4, but overall it's just been kind of that. I think Nigeria set the tone, didn't they, in that first quarter, the last few minutes with that press.
Yeah, they did with their defense. They came out and was very aggressive on the defensive end, which flustered Congo, which changed their rhythm of their game because they were attacking the basket, but when Nigeria played that defense, it just made them flustered and turn the ball over.
So Nigeria leading here at halftime as you look at some of the first half action. And we liked what we saw from DR Congo early, how they were setting things up in the half court. Nigeria were kind of like finding their footing, and Congo had some opportunities they didn't really cash in on. And then once the Nigerians put on the press, they were able to really step it up and put the pressure in. I think probably had Nigeria not missed some layups and some free throws, this game would be out of reach for Congo.
Yeah, I agree with that. At the beginning of the game, Nigeria was missing those layups, those easy putbacks, but they stick it out, and the score is 29-18.
So 29-18, Nigeria on top at halftime.
You need character. You need chemistry.
FIBA Basketball World Cup is the peak of the game.
It's the toughest competition in the basketball world to win.
That is why I will be there.
Because when you win for one,
you win for all.
Pumps the brakes, but it's good use of. Oh my goodness! Look at the block from Natalie Akiki against Tamara Seda. Going up against Salimata Berg. Wow, what a play from Bakar. Coast to coast, finishing with the hook shot. El Salawi with the rebound, gets it out to Soraya Mohammed. Soraya, nice hesitation. Look at her find her way all the way to the hoop. Soraya with 7 to shoot. Oh my goodness. Soraya Mohammed, a walking bucket. Mukaro at the baseline. She throws a wow! Oh my goodness! Ingrid Mukaro! I said it before. Ingrid Mukaro has been in scenarios like this before. Italy Lucas passes the ball to Peso. Peso looking for options. Drive to the basket. She's picked there by Palace. That was beautiful from Emma Boss to celebrate that one. Going into the break as Tigress. Musa sees El Gadawi in that low post, decides to give her behind pass. El Gadawi nails that perimeter, Jay, and what a play between Musa and El Gadawi. The no-look pass for the shot. Loses the ball. Haidara, 2 on the clock. Oh!
So we're at halftime. Nigeria leading at 29-18 over Democratic Republic of Congo, and it hasn't necessarily been one-way traffic in this game. Even though Nigeria have come out and really turned it up a notch with their defense. Early on, this Congolese team was giving as good as they were getting, and maybe had some missed opportunities. But Nigeria's defense, I think we know that that's going to be their strength, and literally their strength, their physicality, and that really helped them kind of get on top in this game. But also Ife, we saw some good play from, as you would expect, from Agoki, but also this one here, Tomi Taiwo.
She came out shooting, she hit 2 threes, and she's just been very aggressive.
I think the fact, though, that she has those 2 threes and 7 points in all, that she's the leading scorer, is kind of an illustration of how this offense isn't really clicking on all cylinders yet, because they've missed some layups and missed some free throws.
That is also true, and also Congo is in that zone. They've been in that zone since the beginning of the game, so if Nigeria is open on that 3-point line, they do have to take that shot because Congo is clogging the paint.
So here in Rwanda, Kigali, and we're going to see this, you would think, even more so with Nigeria, we're going to see them evolve and get better and better as this tournament goes along. So I think that what you would have to say about them overall is it may not all be good, but everything looks like potentially good for this Nigeria team in this FIBA Women's AfroBasket. Obviously, we haven't seen a lot of those teams play. We haven't seen anybody else play.
Yeah.
But a lot of other teams also in transition and having some changes. And
I think as time goes by, Nigeria will get that that team atmosphere or that connection within each other as they practice and as the tournament goes along.
And also, it's really important to have. It's important to have a good vibe in the locker room, in the team hotel. I mean, it's hugely important. You got to enjoy being around your teammates.
That is very true.
And that looks like it's pretty good for Nigeria.
Yeah, it's always been. Some of my best friends are Nigerian. I've been on the Nigerian national team, so that's one thing that is our core, is how we connect. And because if we connect off the court, we're going to definitely connect on the court.
Okay, it's halftime. It's Nigeria on top, 29-18. So 29-18, Nigeria on top in the opening game of the FIBA Women's AfroBasket. And Evie, how hard is this tournament to win?
It's very hard. You have to come out and be aggressive every day. You have to be prepared for the 40 minutes that you're on the court. It's a very physical game, every single possession. So if you are focused and, with good team chemistry, you'll definitely make it to the end.
And you know that you're going to have those early struggles. You would anticipate coming into a tournament, you're not just going to hit the ground running, are you?
No, I mean, you'd never want to think that a team is not prepared or that they're just coming, I don't know. What's the word that I'm looking
100%
for?
ready to go. Yeah,
exactly. You never want to not focus on the team that you're playing that day because teams can surprise you.
So Nigeria, you've won it 3 times.
I've been there twice, but 3 years in a row, Nigeria has won.
So to get to a 4th would be quite remarkable, especially this time with so much turnover on the roster.
Yeah, I mean, that's still their goal, and that's still what they want, to compete to the very end.
And they can aspire to that. I think, judging from what we've seen so far, they can definitely aspire to that, and we know that there's going to be some teams. I guess the main team that I'm thinking about right now would be Senegal. I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Yeah. There's Egypt right there. We know that they've got some real players in their team. I think from a physicality standpoint, I'm not sure they would be able to match Nigeria, but I think in terms of like beating the press, and I think a lot of that stuff that's bothering the DR Congo is not going to bother Egypt.
No, I don't think so. I think they're the same core team that has played together in Egypt and also have played in these tournaments together. So I think they already have their chemistry down pat. They've been consistent in AfroBasket tournaments, so they know the style of play of Nigeria and other teams here as well.
So this is the first of 3 games today. And do you want to get this thing underway and play in that early game if you're Nigeria and DR Congo, or would you rather be playing the late game today?
I think the early game, you play early, you have the day to rest, get off your feet, instead of having that anticipation of playing the game. So I think this is really good for Nigeria and Congo to be the first game to get off their feet and be prepared for their game tomorrow. I know Egypt and Congo play. So.
But you've also played some morning games before, right?
Yeah, that's why I like it.
Oh, so you even like the morning game?
I love the morning games. Yes, because you get to, maybe there's no shoot around. You come early, you shoot, you play. You have that time to rest. So, for example, Nigeria is not playing tomorrow, and they played the first game, so they actually have more rest time than other teams.
Yeah. What about the back-to-back nature of tournaments like this, where sometimes you have to go 1-2 game days in a row or 3 games in a row?
Yeah, I've done that as well, and it's just about preparation after, getting off your feet, making sure you eat, staying hydrated, and getting your rest that you need. At that time, when it's back-to-back game, it's mental. So you really got to make sure that you're mentally focused.
And I guess also that's when the full roster comes into play.
Yes.
In the old days, maybe you could rely on 8-9 players, but really in a tournament like this, every single player is important.
Exactly, from the starting 5, from the last player off the bench. So that's why everyone has to be prepared and everyone has to be focused, because you never know when your time is going to come. Whether someone's getting a foul trouble or someone gets injured, you always want to be prepared. So it's just those back-to-back games, it's very mental.
So first half in the books here in Rwanda, and again, we had a few technical issues throughout the game. I think they're kind of like getting the chinks out here on the opening day. But having played at various venues in Africa, it's hard to think. I guess Dakar, when I saw you play in 2019.
Correct.
That's a very nice arena as well.
Very, very nice arena.
But on the other hand, this is kind of tough to beat.
Yeah, this was really nice too. Very vibrant, all the colors, I love it.
All the color, yeah. Rwanda really has become kind of like a hot spot in terms of like African basketball with the BAL and with here in Kigali. It's I think we're going to be coming here a lot in the coming years. And I know that perhaps the national teams, coached by Cheikh Sarr, a former Senegal coach, who coached against you, I think, in 2019 with Senegal. Now he coaches the men and the women here. And maybe they're not quite there yet. It's going to be interesting to see how well the Rwanda women played later today. But they definitely are investing and putting a lot of time and effort, and they're organized here in Rwanda. And I think eventually that's going to bear fruit. But I think in terms of from a talent standpoint overall, I'm not sure that anybody goes as deep as Nigeria. Because obviously you have players from Nigeria, you have players to call of Nigeria or Nigerians in America.
Yeah.
In Canada or just U.S.?
Just U.S.
Just U.S.
Just U.S. So we're all over the place. We are literally everywhere in the world.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So here comes DR Congo coming back out, and are they mad right now that they're down 14?
I think they know that they have the players and the talent to compete. It's just someone stepping up and being like, hey, let's slow it down. Let's get the ball in the paint. Let's play Congo basketball. Now they're just playing under the pressure of Nigeria because of defense. So I hope that they have settled down in this halftime and come out here and actually start as strong as they did in the first quarter.
How crucial is it for them to get it going right here at the beginning? Because I think
it's very crucial. I mean, at the third quarter, they just need to limit their turnovers. Just attack the gaps. Be strong. They're getting these touches, but they're getting hit. The refs are not calling everything, but they shouldn't rely on that. They should have finished strong.
Kaba started very well.
She did start very well.
So you can see she only has 5 points. I mean, she scored her team's first 5 points, and that's been it. So things kind of went cold for her.
Yeah, and then number 4, EKK, stepped up. I hope she's okay. She's the one that was on the floor that got hit. So as long as they just play their game and not rush because of the defense of Nigeria, they'll be good. And again, this is the first game of the tournament. First-time jitters. They weren't here last year. I mean, the last AfroBasket. So they're probably just, excited, overwhelmed, so many emotions. So hopefully this halftime break make them relax and so they know what to do next.
So what is your favorite FIBA Women's AfroBasket moment? Speaking with Ife Bekwe, who's just joining us from Nigeria.
I would say...
Obviously, I mean, it's going to be tough to beat meeting me. But after that, I'm just kidding.
I think 2019 championship game against Senegal. Senegal and Nigeria have always been rivals, and that game was intense. Like I told you in the beginning, like we couldn't hear anything. Like we would have to look at the bench for the signals of the plays, for the calls. So that was a really good moment to represent Nigeria and to win my first time. So yeah.
And then the last one was kind of like business as usual.
The last time was like, I'm a veteran. We had new players coming in, and it was just a joy to just see them grow within the tournament as well, and then obviously win again. So I love gold.
Well, I'm not going to ask you where you keep them, but I'm sure you pull them out from time to time.
They're hanging up.
Are they?
In my house, yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I won't tell anybody where you live.
Okay.
So DR Congo just about 40 seconds away here from the start of the second half, and without a doubt, I think pressing need for them to come out and get it going early, or else this could really be a Nigeria team that gets on cruise control. Takes it to a different level. I think any type of win for Nigeria is going to be a confidence booster for them, but they definitely want to play well.
They do want to play well, and I think that the newcomers understand the magnitude of just Nigeria and the green and white and AfroBasket. I think they're all excited to be here and play and perform because they all are great basketball players. So a win is a win.
Yeah. Anybody specifically that stood out for you in that first half for Nigeria that surprised you?
Yeah, number 9, Ifunanya. Okay.
Just because of her name?
No, not just because of her name, because she was aggressive. There was one time where she shot 2 free throws, played defense, got the steal, went back, did the Euro step, and then got fouled again. So I just love that. Nkoy Nabuse, she's been active, facing up, attacking the basket. Palace has been getting the rebound. So I could go on and on. Obviously, I'm not biased in any way, but they're doing well, all of them.
Second half action is underway here at the FIBA Women's AfroBasket in Kigali. Rwanda and DR Congo with this opening possession, trying to make it count. Turnovers were a problem in the first half, 16 for DR Congo. And Kaba, who had some success early on in the paint, launches one and misses.
I think Congo should get the ball inside to the paint. I think that's their DNA, and I don't think they should settle for those outside shots just because of Nigeria's defense.
So here's the chance. after the turnover, and then they turn it right back over, and I think that brings to mind, get the basketball into the hands of your guard, because that is a missed opportunity. Good defense again. Just steal a couple turnovers to start for Nigeria. And just the polish wasn't there on that finish from Mwati.
But I like that she was aggressive. She got her placing, her foot down, and attacked the basket. That's what they need. And then at the end, they need to finish.
So the ball goes out of bounds again. Nigeria, 3 turnovers here in the first minute and 14 seconds.
One thing about Nigeria, they can't let up. Even though the score is what it is, they can't be relaxed, and they have to take care of the basketball.
I mean, the good thing for them is their turnovers aren't turning into points for the other team, but might not remain that way. Oh, nice, and much better, like you say, and then missed the layup. Oh, brutal.
Congo's trying. They're really trying to get the ball in the paint. They just have to finish those easy touches.
Mwati puts on the deck, travels.
Again, I can't fault that. They're attacking the basket, you know? And that's something that they weren't doing really in the second quarter. So even though they're not making their shots, it's just the effort of it.
Trying to play to their strength.
Yeah.
Congo back in the game. Here is Okoro, and she's fouled.
Didn't I say number 9? I really did. I called it. Here she goes attacking the basket, gets the foul. Now she's awarded 2 free throws.
Yep. And contact was made in the semicircle there. So Okoro has been active today. Rina Wakama, the coach of Nigeria. Interesting to see what she has to say after the game. Both these coaches and players will go to the press conference. And good job, Okoro, stretching the lead back to 31-18 now. These free throws have been a problem for Nigeria, but might not end up hurting them in a game like this. And now a layup, another layup, and it's hard to imagine missing that shot if you're Balogun.
They have to focus when they get right to the rim. They have to just lay it up softly.
Adeyeye back in the game, number 25. Koso drives and tried to pass it. And again, I think it is a case of they know what they want to do and just not quite able to execute it fully. Congo back outside. Okoro, high arcing 3, not there. Mongano fouled as she comes down with the rebound by Blessing Ejiofor. Looking for the foul, nothing given. for Irebu, and this time Balogun does go down and stretches the lead now to 15 points. Now the push on Nigeria.
Yeah, Congo has to get back on defense. Balogun got the rebound and went coast to coast for an easy floater. So Congo needs to pick up the ball and stop the pace of Nigeria.
So Cora picks up her first foul. She goes out. And again, the full court pressure leads to a turnover, and DR Congo there get it right back. Boy, it's kind of a chaotic, dare we say, ugly game at the moment with both of these teams. Turnovers have been a problem, really. Three-point attempt, not there, and boy, the offense is just nowhere to be found for DR Congo. Raven missing that. Kwankwo passes out to Agoke. Balogun now pulls up and knocks it down. She's hit a couple in a row after the missed layup.
That was a good shot. Attacking that zone that Congo has been in all game for that pull-up two shot.
And Longono missing. Kwankwo. She can knock that down, missing, but now a push on Adeyeye.
You see the same pressure that Nigeria had at the beginning of the game.
Well, it's their biggest lead of the game right now, 17 points, and basically DR Congo haven't scored. It's just been a tough ask for them to put the ball in the basket. And Baylor looks like she's knocked her shoulder. Substitutions, and finally Kaba will get to the line. So let's see if this helps them snap out of it. Nope, she misses that as well. Just a second to go. So they get their first point 4 minutes and 19 seconds into the second half. We're talking about the importance of them having a good start to the second half. So here's Agoke, drives in and fouled by Cecile Nyoka.
Congo
Okay.
still
go ahead, sorry.
Congo still in that zone, putting pressure on Nigeria.
Well, it seems to be working. Here's a chance to break. Oh. And able to get it back and score was Gracia Goose.
Even those little baskets can give Congo that rhythm to feel confident that this is still a game.
And now traveling. Well, Nigeria definitely have been bitten by the turnover bug. Ooh, oh, it looked like she got fouled there. Adeye, she turned into the paint.
Oh, and here's that basket we thought was lost, but was gathered by Congo for the 2 points.
Ooh. Almost losing her handle, and Belu gets it back, launches it from deep. And there is Agoke with the transition bucket, and that is just toxic for DR Congo to give away points like that.
Yeah, they're missing their box out while they're in.
Oh, look at that. Akwankwo just took it right away from Kaba. And she goes in 2 in a row. And goodness gracious me, it's an 18-point lead for Nigeria.
Those back-to-back points by Nigeria can kind of deflate Congo's morale. So hopefully someone steps up and just
Kaba fouled as she goes up.
tries to make something work.
Well, give him credit for the most part, but eventually it feels kind of like you start to lose hope when you've scored 3 points in the first 6 minutes. Adeye picks up her 4th foul, so she goes out. But that's not going to be a problem for Nigeria. The words minor miracle spring to mind thinking about a potential comeback for the DR Congo team right now.
I think they shouldn't be worried about the score, but just be worried about getting back into the game.
Yeah, just try to play.
Just play.
Yeah, play well. Try to play better.
But they're not playing their game. They're playing at the speed of Nigeria, and I think that's where
it's a tempo issue.
Congo is lacking.
And Obosi to Akwankwo from the right corner. I think a lot of these threes, they may not be falling today for Nigeria, but they will fall eventually.
Yeah, you have to take into consideration the jet lag and, you know, just the different courts and the team as well. So I think by the time the tournament continues to go, they will be making those shots.
So, okay, trying to get a layup again. It's a 16-point lead for Nigeria. Ball deflected out of bounds, so they'll keep it at this end.
Good ball movement by Nigeria.
And Obosi gets down low and is fouled. She's tough to stop.
You could see her posting up here, that high-low from Amy Okonkwo to Nicole Abuse. She's been very aggressive in this game, coming off the bench.
Yeah, she plays, seems kind of have taken on a little bit of a leadership role for this team in this game, in my opinion.
Yeah.
This is that.
She's been here, I mean, a part of the Nigerian national team for some years now, so it's actually good that she's a veteran player for them.
Yeah, I think that comes through. So Musa's back in the game as well. So the lead goes back up to 17 for Nigeria, who look like they're going to be tough to beat for this, too tough to beat for this DR Congo team. And now the turnover. And it's okay. Look at that. Nigeria out-hustled them, and that is a great play by Musa, hustling down the court.
I know she's happy that she made that, that basket.
Well, I'm sure that she makes more than she misses. She just had a tough start today. Look at that. Another great defensive play by that interior line of Nigeria. 2 free throws awarded on the foul, but Akwankwo did a good job just getting her hands up and getting the swat before that.
Right here, they're battling for the ball, and you could just see Amy come in from behind and foul.
Okay, timeout. DR Congo having an almighty struggle here in this third quarter. They've scored just 5 points. They trail by 17 against Nigeria, who don't seem to have all of the wind in their sails, but just a little bit too much class, really, a little bit too much physicality. You know, it's like you say, it's about the tempo. This game has been played at the speed that they want it to be played at.
And that's what Nigeria will do to any of their opponents to make them get out of rhythm, get out of balance. So you just have to be aware of that. And for Congo, they have 23 turnovers. So they just need to play with some poise and patience and go to what's working for them.
Le pivot qui prend la balle avant donne directement à Ginette Namba, la poste bas. Ginette joue le 1 contre 1 là. OK? Non, peu importe, reste à l'épaule. Peu importe, on peut donner à Kaba ou soit à toi. Toi, joue seulement à l'aile.
On a encaissé 3-4 paniers dans la perte de ballon.
So day one of the FIBA Women's AfroBasket 2023 in Kigali, Rwanda, and Nigeria, with 4 veterans from past teams coming out today, and seems to be.
I believe 5.
Is it 5? Okay.
5, yeah.
So
5 that have played in previous AfroBasket tournaments, correct?
Players that had prominent roles, would you say, what, 3 maybe?
Actually 6.
Oh, 6, okay.
I believe 6, yeah.
But certainly, I'm thinking from the last, for example, the Olympic team.
6 of them, yeah.
Okay.
So there's 6 people here that have played, whether it's in the Olympics or AfroBasket team, and I would say 3 that actually contribute.
Yeah, big contributors.
Yeah.
So that's been enough today to really help them against this DR Congo team that kind of has to play a certain way, at least against Nigeria, if they're going to have any success. And it's just Nigeria right now just kind of cruising, going up by 19 points. Top 2 teams that make it to the final will play at the FIBA Women's Olympic qualifying tournaments. So that's at stake for all of these teams. And you know that Nigeria, maybe not thinking a lot about that right now, but they will definitely, in the long haul, be thinking about that. There's some shaking and baking, and Belu fouled is the call by Agoke. So the free throw line can be DR Congo's best friend right now, way to get points.
I absolutely agree with that. As long as they keep attacking the basket, try to get something up, try to get that foul, being aggressive.
I mean, the DR Congo fans and coaching staff are trying to stay behind them, trying to keep their spirits up. But it is a tough ask right now. Agoke. One between the legs, puts it up from deep, front and back of the rim out, and still up with the rebound, has it knocked away by Inabosi, but again, and finally, DR Congo able to punish Nigeria by getting it up quickly, up the floor.
And that's one thing that can happen because of the defense of Nigeria, because everyone's up, that they just launch the ball across half court and get that easy 2 points.
So really, if you're the Nigeria coach, you're not too concerned about that, but you don't like that. No. And here's another chance. And look at that, 2 transition buckets. I may have spoken too soon. Maybe DR Congo. Well, not messing around, Rena Wakama. A couple of fast breaks and calls a timeout. I wasn't sure she was going to make this, but.
Yeah, she did. Maybe in this timeout, she changes up their defense. Do we press or do they press? You know, or do they just go back and wait for them in the half-court setting?
Ball watching right now. We're up here waiting, and they're leaking out behind us and getting that bullshit layup. All right, they're not good at all. All right, we're letting them play in this game. We can still lose this game. We're only up 16.
Well, what'd you think about that? See the Musa scoring with that layup.
Yeah.
I thought that was a pretty strong message from the coach.
I really like what the Nigerian national team coach said, like, have that championship mentality. You guys are the reigning champions, and these little mistakes that they make, they're easily clean upable, if that's, you understand what I'm saying.
You've just entered a new word into the Webster's dictionary.
I just created
clean
a new
upable.
created a new word.
I think if you played that word in Scrabble, I'm not sure that would work, but maybe.
Maybe not.
Oh, look at this. Another turnover.
Another turnover.
And the message did not get through. And now it's 3 transition buckets in a row.
This can give Congo that confidence that they need. That could be the sparks. These 3 transition points that they got could be their spark that they need to continue to go.
Well, there's nothing more important for a comeback than, say, maybe fouling and putting them on the line, some cheap ones, but also turnovers and points off turnovers.
Nigeria can't be relaxed right now just because they see the score.
Well, Rena Wakama is going to make some changes.
She's going to put the players in that will execute what she's saying. So
Musa goes out, and Inabasi goes out. And in the final minute here, interestingly, this DR Congo team with 3 fast break layups have kind of put themselves back in the frame here. Balogun comes out, misses a 3. Now another chance. And you can see the extra bounce in their step now coming out. And an offensive foul called on Kaba. And if they'd been able to score there, I don't think Nigeria would have been worried, but perhaps a little more concerned.
yeah, you see that offensive foul by Kaba over the back on Amy Okonkwo, which is awarded her 2 free throws right now.
So Okonkwo goes to the line for the first time today.
She's definitely a player to watch this tournament, I believe.
Well, she makes both. So that's kind of a tough sequence for DR Congo because they're kind of, a little bit of a comeback, and then you get an over-the-back foul and give away 2 free throws.
Yeah.
And Nigeria make them both, and takes it back to a 16-point lead.
If I was the coach, I wouldn't fault her for that because it's the aggressive, it's the effort, and she's aggressive, and just how they've been active these few possessions, scoring, getting those transition points, like, can't fault the effort.
No, not at all. Oh, nice pass into the paint. Look at that. And not for the first time today. Ikete scoring in the paint.
Oh, Congo's not letting up.
Okay, she needs to launch it, and look at that, almost. And the defense comes to the fore for DR Congo in that quarter. Okay, they've fallen further behind from the halftime score of 11 points, but nevertheless, a little bit of momentum for DR Congo as they head over to the bench, down 14. 46-32, Nigeria on top. Well, look at the shooting numbers, Efi.
Yeah, 4 from 20 for Nigeria at the 3-point line and 1 for 12 for Congo. They're still getting for Congo, they're still getting the ball in the paint. They're at least trying.
And also the Nigerian free throw shooting actually improved a little bit in that third quarter. They're now up about 67%.
Yeah.
So as we look at these highlights, where does the way back for DR Congo? Just got to really lock down on defense, try to create turnovers and score some easy buckets.
They've been in that zone since the beginning of the game, and some moments of the game has helped them. But if they're going to stay in that zone, they need to be able to get that defensive rebound. Nigeria has been getting those rebounds and second chance points, but if you're in the zone already, your players are already in position to rebound, so they need to be aggressive on that. I think they can be more patient and poised on offense to come back in the game, and just, you know, don't hang their head down just because they see the score. They need to keep fighting to the end.
And you never know. I mean, goal difference or points difference could come into it. Three-way tie.
And it's just it's just a feeling that you want to have that, okay, maybe this game isn't in our favor, but we fought to the end. So you have that confidence for the next game.
That's right. Take the feel-good vibes. And again, another turnover. And, well, they get it back in the end. In fact, it wasn't. Nigeria go up. I guess you have to be a little concerned if you're Coach Rina Wakama of how Nigeria have kind of had butterfingers or kind of turned it over a little bit.
I think that's just first game jitters. You know, I mean, as much as Congo has as much turnover as they have, Nigeria has as well. But I think that's just them being able to have that moment to play with each other and build that chemistry.
So the free throws again for Nigeria, take it back up to a 16-point lead. 17 turnovers for Nigeria in the first three quarters, 23 for DR Congo. And it looked like, oh boy, that is just brutal. She's got to make that shot.
Those easy touches by the basket, you do all that work, you got to finish.
You do, and Balogun finishes there, and good job, Nigeria's number 23, Tomi Taiwo, knocking it away, but the lead has gone back to 18. And even when you have a little bit of a run, you know, when you're down by 20 points, it still only gets you to within 14, maybe 12 points, and all of a sudden Nigeria has reopened a big one here.
Yeah. Right here you see them battling for the rebound.
So the commissioner talking to the referee about something.
What is going? I think that her nails might be too long.
Her nails are too long? You mean they've grown during the game? Because, I mean, they haven't spotted it before this.
I guess not. Yeah, her nails are too long. That has happened to me before.
Has it?
Yeah, you got to cut them.
Is that like a little advantage that you're hoping to get before the game to go unnoticed?
I think that, you know, we as women just get our nails done.
You like to sink your claws into people?
We just want to have our nails done and look nice, but I do think that it's a certain length that you can and cannot have it.
I will say that when you walked down the steps today into the hotel lobby, it was like a standing ovation.
Oh.
You made yourself look really good today, Ify.
Thank you.
Here's the pass. Ogoki for three. And a push called.
Yeah, I think it's under the basket right here, over the back.
Yeah, just coming over the back. And is that pushing off with it? Yeah, leading with her right forearm.
She does not agree with that call. As you can see here, she pushed off.
You like that call? Was that a tough call?
It was a very tough call.
Okay. I agree. But you know what? Referee has to, she's closer to the action than we are, so she may have had a different angle.
Yeah.
Here's the pass into the paint. Look at that. Inabasi, a little quick pass attempt to Okonkwo.
That's a good call from Nicole, being in they're still in that zone. That high-low has been there all day.
Inabasi gets in, and now, and another offensive foul charging. Different referee calling this one. Well, it's because she's raising her right arm, Lagono.
Yeah. That was a great call.
Well, there was no hesitation on the call. Balogun missing. Oh, almost a double dribble there. And good reach from Okoro, and it's going to lead to a break for Okonkwo. And Mawano just, she misses the shot. Balogun gets the rebound. And Inabasi from deep goes down. And again, the offensive rebound, Okonkwo, and DR Congo holding firm on that possession. And Inabasi not happy they didn't call a foul on her three-point attempt. So 7:45 remaining. 14 on the shot clock, and it's go time here for DR Congo if they're going to try to pull off a comeback here. And traveling the call.
If I'm a player for Congo, I'm just thinking like attack, attack, attack. Attack the basket, get those fouls, attack to create something.
Yeah, that's a great point. And much like this one. And the only problem with this is it looks like Okoro hurt her arm on the fall. Watch this. Ooh. Or maybe it's something else. Maybe it's her right knee.
I think she is holding her wrist. She does have it taped.
Okay. So that can be maybe aggravating it a little bit, but that's a perfect illustration of what you were just talking about for DR Congo. You know, drive, good things happen, get into the paint.
And there again, Palace with another offensive rebound.
High arcing two, not there, misses everything. So it could have been worse, but still it's a 20-point lead. Seconds on the shot clock, Lagono.
Congo has to take care of the ball, and hopefully they get a shot off, which they do. In the paint, so it's like, again, it's the effort. It's knowing what they do well, which is getting the ball in the paint, in the post, and trying to make those two baskets, or those easy baskets.
Well, you know, working to their advantage, DR Congo, is that even, you know, if they don't win this group, which I would say is unlikely, they would then probably have the chance to win that qualification for the quarterfinals. So get more experience, more games under their belt. I don't think they're going to face too many more teams like this Nigeria team that's going to be this tough and this physical in this tournament. They present different problems than other teams will face.
Yeah.
So they just got to try to continue to get better at what they do.
And also how they play now is also a reflection how Egypt is looking at them as well. Egypt could be saying, oh, if we're up by 10 on Congo, they're just going to give up, or they'd never give up. They have, the way that they're playing is going to, I don't know, show other teams what they can do.
That's just incredible that ball didn't go in. Oh, look at that. Okoro hesitated.
Yeah.
I can't believe DR Congo did not score on that last trip down the floor.
That's what Nigeria wants them to do, is to shoot those outside shots and not go into the paint. And Congo's just feeding to the hands of what Nigeria wants them to do. And that's why the score is what it is.
So opening game of the FIBA Women's AfroBasket. Just under 6 minutes remaining. It's now or never time for DR Congo if they're even going to mount a comeback. That's a nice move there, but the finish wasn't there. But there's Palace once again hustling to the basketball. And Okoro gets down low.
Nigeria has chances after chances with offensive rebounds.
Geofor can't get it to go.
Oh.
Geofor's got some good length, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does. She has a good body. She's a good, versatile post player. I'm really excited to see how this Nigerian team continues to play together, because they're a good group of players and people.
And Balogun swats it out of bounds. Good defense, Palace.
Good pass out.
Pass.
Oh.
Oh, nice. Palace passes the ball pretty well right now. She's definitely got some open court game. And just another miss for DR Congo. They just are too offensively challenged in this game today. i.e. just can't put it in the basket. So DR Congo going to have one last roll of the dice as we look at the replay.
Yeah, I think that push off.
Oh, that was a good call.
Yeah.
As the hit goes for DR Congo. So let's go down to the bench and listen in.
On joue spécial dans la zone avant, spécial dans la zone avant. Ballon, première ailière sort, la menace de jeu, tu viens ici.
Pivot end of pass.
Non, pivot end of pass ou pivot garder, ailière, sortir, menace à l'extérieur. Ici, il y a pick and roll. Pick and roll, on joue ici. S'il n'y a pas possibilité, le pivot 2, remonter, tu peux avoir les tirs, ou soit pivot pick 4-5 ou soit end of pass ici. OK?
Là, c'est la volonté aussi. Manque de déterminer joueur, même si on est en train d'amener, il faut toujours jouer.
On est en retard du score, on doit courir.
Beaucoup de déplacements.
Do you like that system, thinking about the qualification for the quarterfinals, so that even though you might finish potentially bottom of the group, you got a chance to still go through the quarterfinals?
You always have a chance, so I think that's something that all teams should be thinking about.
Good job, Palace. She's going to go out. Who is it you think that really needs to step up for this Nigeria team if they're going to win this title?
I would think Amy Okonkwo and Elizabeth Balogun, because they've played at the highest level with Nigeria, and I think that they need to step up every game.
Look at that open court. Speaking of the devil, Balogun.
What she has in the second half, she really has. So.
Kaba has it. Nigeria hands are up. Adeyeye picks up her 5th foul. So she's going to have to head to the bench. And that is going to lead to the first appearance of Olawuyi.
She's 19 years old. Yeah. I love to see that.
Love to see the youngsters come out.
I do.
Look at that. Getting on the ground. Look at this. Musa. Uh-oh. She's not missing this one. Oh, she did.
Spoke too soon.
She just wanted the offensive rebound. She got the offensive rebound as well, so she's happy. Mokoso rattles out. Well, I'm afraid it's going to be time up for DR Congo. They incredibly did get it down to 12 points. Here's Musa. Look at that. Great play.
Great play.
She's got 6 points. Chance to go to 7. It's hard to believe it was down to a 12-point game, but now a 30-point lead.
Yeah, it escalated real fast. You could just see the deflation on Congo right now. But hopefully they understand that it's a long tournament. They have a game tomorrow against Egypt, and they just bounce back from this game.
I'm watching the Egypt team. You can't see them in the screen right now, but some of them are watching, some of them are talking about something else. I think most of them are locked in, though.
I think a lot of them are locked in.
Oh. Anabussi had fouled out.
No, it was
Adeyeye. That's it, yeah. Look at the defense. Good hustle. Still playing hard late in the game and forcing the violation. Goes out of bounds again. It's just been one turnover after another. Now traveling.
Yeah.
It has been a turnover fest.
Yeah.
What do you think Rima is going to be thinking after this game? Rina Wakama.
I think she's going to be proud of how Nigeria played. I think that she's going to try to correct a little bit of, the turnovers and not being in the right position at the right time. Just the little things that it's easy as an easy fix. So I do think she's definitely proud of how this Nigeria team has came together and is playing right now.
Bello, DR Congo. She's quick.
Yeah, she's actually have been trying to make something shake, attacking the basket and just trying to get to the free throw line. She's 22 years old, so she's going to be here on this Congolese team for a while.
Yep, plenty of room for improvement, but
yeah,
I think a lot to like. I mean, there's, because you can see where she would really be an asset for this team. I think she's got to start with that free throw shooting style.
Yeah, because she will get there.
Uh-oh, will it be a third three of the day? Oh. Musa kept it alive, though, and her hustle.
My favorite, on the floor, got the offensive rebound and put it back up.
How do you pronounce the first name? Now I know why they call you Efi.
Yeah.
So a minute and a half remaining, and Nigeria putting the finishing touches on this performance. Certainly something they can build on. I guess the downside for Nigeria, if you think about it, is if they don't play the qualification for the quarterfinal, they miss another opportunity to play another game. But I guess at the end of the day in a tournament, you want to get straight to the quarterfinals.
You do want to get straight to the quarterfinals, and they'll have time for practices and stuff to.
And you don't know. I mean, I think that they're going to be a lot more vulnerable to being punished by Egypt for some of the mistakes that they've made today than this DR Congo team has been able to do.
That's another reason why it is also good to watch and not play the first game, so you could see your competition and see what they're lacking and their strengths and what players to look for, and just really have that day and that game to scout them.
So this is 37.9 seconds left, and this game that has had its share of turnovers, and maybe not all that surprising considering it's the first game for both teams. But Nigeria going to get the first win of this FIBA Women's AfroBasket. So the 19-year-old Olawuyi picks up the foul, reaching in. So Urebu takes her time and makes the first free throw, and it is the second one that goes in as well. So 65-35, 30-point difference. Nigeria will have to play one more possession. And when you kind of want this game to end, you don't want to see that whistle blow in that situation. But if it's a foul, it's a foul. So Okoro is going to go to the line, and Okoro today has, well, she can become joint top scorer here if she makes this one, which she does. Now she could be Nigeria's leading scorer. She's got 11 points. But she didn't want to be. But she gets it back.
She gets it back. She's really been active in today's game for Nigeria.
Well, three-pointer, it's good. Well, look at that. Her third three of the day. Tomi Taiwo with an exclamation mark on her performance.
She's definitely one of the shooters of Nigeria.
And Musa, and that'll be it. They don't even have to play. And that is an exclamation mark for emphasis for Nigeria on the opening day, the opening game of the FIBA Women's AfroBasket. They cruised to a 68-35 win over the Democratic Republic of Congo. So Ify, you know, mission accomplished, I think, for Nigeria. Come out and get the first win.
Yes.
Some confidence.
Definitely a confidence booster because, again, it's a new team and they haven't quite had that time to play. So for them to get this win, I know that it's a joy for them. And to have that day off tomorrow to correct their mistakes, to come back and then play again. As we can see here, they excelled in their free throws. They
got better, didn't they?
Yeah, they really did.
They missed a lot of layups.
Both teams did. Both teams did. So I think that was just first-time jitters to get it out the way. But they went to the line 32 times.
Yeah, in the end of DR Congo, they really struggled, but both teams really, I mean, it's 33 turnovers for DR Congo. It's, you're going to get so many possessions and you turn it over 33 times, you're not going to win many games like that.
Yeah, that's just a lot. You could just see the leading scorers of Nigeria and Congo here.
So DR Congo back on the court tomorrow against Egypt. And now Nigeria can enjoy themselves, go back and have some lunch, rest up, maybe take the rest of the day off, get ready to come back to practice tomorrow. And this is a look at how some of the points they scored in this second half.
Yeah. Balogun stepping up the second half to score and to be a threat for Nigeria.
It really does have to be, I think, encouraging today for Nigeria and disheartening for DR Congo. All the Nigeria players coming over to distract Ify. She's not having it. She had to box out over here. So there is, again, Okoro, who had the 11 points.
Yeah.
And for DR Congo, it was just a case of just so many missed layups.
Yeah. Missed layups, not getting back on defense, allowing Nigeria to freely score.
I think if they don't miss as many layups as they did, I mean, you can say the same thing about Nigeria.
Yeah.
Nigeria, had they not missed as many, instead of a 34-point win, it could have been a 44 or 50-point win. But ditto for DR Congo, if they made some layups today, who knows? It's more of a 10-point game at the end.
If they made, or if they didn't have so many turnovers, Nigeria capitalized on their turnovers and scored those easy buckets that you can see here. That was off of a turnover and offensive rebound to another shot. So,
yeah, anytime that Nigeria, when they start to wreak havoc with their defense, it's going to be a problem for the other team. There's no doubt about it. And I think that'll be a problem in this tournament. But I do think that they've got a lot to work on, Nigeria, if they're going to think about getting back to the top of the podium.
Which is their goal. It's definitely their goal. And I think that as time goes on, that chemistry gets to build with all teams as well. So it's also who are the players that are going to step up. I called out Okonkwo and Balogun and Abosi because they've been here. Sarah Ogoke, they've been here. If they play, they know how physical this is. So hopefully they're the veteran players that will lead Nigeria